Are you guys in a rut? Let's face it, not only as realtors, but as human beings, we all go through downtimes without question. And I think, especially in our industry, it's kind of crazy the ups and downs of real estate. And certainly everybody gets in a rut. Some of us get in deeper ruts than others, but if you're in a rut, that's why I made this video. Every one of us goes through it. You're not the only one. So here's what I'm going to suggest. My name is Jim McCord. I've been a full-time realtor for 26 years. I'm licensed in Ohio and Kentucky. And I've certainly had my years and months of downtimes. But this is what helps me, and I hope it'll help you also. Daily activity. Get away from the computer, especially social media. You know, we can get lost on Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram, totally lost. Make a to-do list. Find a mentor, either in your office or out of your office, maybe with another company, somebody who's doing well, somebody who's upbeat. Maybe find an accountability partner, somebody else who's going through a tough time right now. These things all help. And the best thing that has helped me is what I'm going to share with you right now. And that is each morning, and some mornings it's not going to be easy until you get in the habit, but each morning commit to drop off packets, 2 or 4 of them a day, 2, 3, or 4 a day, to either expired homes or for sale by owners. So you're not going to have to talk to people. I'm not going to tell you to knock at the door and talk to people. You're not going to phone call them. You're just going to prepare a drop letter, print the MLS, and drive around and drop some packets at for sale by owners and expirers. Don't knock at the door, because if you're down, you're in a rut, you don't want to be talking to these people. You don't need to knock at the door. You're just going to drop the packet at the door, and you're going to take photos of your home while you're there. And when I say drop a packet, I use envelopes like this. You can get these at Staples or Walmart, just 10 by 13 or 9 by 12 envelopes, and you write the owner's name on the outside of the envelope. And then I always put confidential. And you can leave these at their front door, leaning against the door, or you can slip them in the mailbox. Now, I know we're not supposed to, but I know a lot of agents do, and I have too. So you can do it either way, but you don't want to knock at the door. You're going to put the expired MLS sheet and a drop letter. You'll see one of those in a minute, and your business card. So 3 things go in these envelopes: their name, confidential, and quotation marks. I call it a drop letter. That's what goes on the top of the inside of that drop packet. And it's just a letter with their name on the top. Your listing is expired, or if it's for sale by owner, you would put something about that. I understand you're trying to sell your home on your own, but you want to put some information about you and why they might want to consider you in that drop letter. Now, why should you do these daily drops? Well, if you're in a rut, it's really easy to just hang out at home or in your office or get in your car like I used to do when I had my downtimes and just drive around. You need to get out of the house. You need to get out of the office. This is going to help you do that. And it's productive work. If you do this and you do 2, 3, or 4 a day, it's going to take you anywhere from maybe 1 to 4 hours at the most. And then what I'm going to suggest you do is follow up. And follow up is always the key to sales. Prospecting is one thing. Follow up is the most important thing. And that's true in all sales, not just real estate. And you can follow up with either banner season cards, which you'll see in a minute, or phone calls, and you can do some mailings to them. But you will get listings if you do 2, 3, or 4 of these a day, every day, and you do follow up. And it'll get you out of your funk. It'll get you out of your rut. I got 2 books. I wrote this book about 3.5 years ago. It's called A Revolution in Real Estate Sales. You can get that on Amazon for $9.95. It's a unique way that I've been using the last 10 years. My first 15 years, I did the cold phone calling and the door knocking, and I did a lot of it, and it worked. But if you're in a rut, you're probably not going to do that. There's a better way. I put it all in this book, Revolution in Real Estate Sales. You can get that on Amazon. And the other book that I absolutely love is Gary Keller's book. Whether you're a Keller Williams agent or not, whether you're in real estate or not, this book will help you. It's phenomenal. Teaches you how to focus and why to focus. So I would suggest you get those 2 books, and you get them both on Amazon. Phenomenal books. Banner season. I talked to you about banner season. It's a great company. I started using this company about 4 months ago, and you can send customized personal letters, customized cards, customized gifts, even water bottles, coffee mugs, brownies, candy. You can customize it with photos of their home on it. It's phenomenal. Bannerseason.com. You do need an invitation code. My invitation code is McCord, just my last name. And I also will throw at you, I started coaching realtors. I quit selling about 2 years ago, and I coach real estate agents. So if you're thinking about hiring a coach, coaching really works. I got a unique system of coaching. It's basically my book plus a little more that I don't share in the book, but keep me in mind for that. When you hire me as your coach, you get me as your coach. Why do I say that? Well, the first coach that I hired 26 years ago, they're still around. It's a nationwide coaching company, and they're really good. I'll tell you, they're good. But their sole focus is phone calling and door knocking, and I did that. And when you hire that company, you don't talk to that guru. You don't talk to that person. They hire people to talk to the realtors that pay for coaching. And that doesn't make sense to me. You're talking to people who have never sold real estate over the phone, and they're coaching you to sell real estate. So when you hire me, you get me. I think that's really important. And I also am one of, if not the only coach that I'm aware of, that you only have a one-time fee. You know, I don't believe that you need to pay a real estate coach every month for a year or more. I think that's nonsense. Now, some of you may need that. That's not what I offer. I offer a system that works and a plan of action, and we get that done over 5 Zoom calls. It's pretty phenomenal. I think you'll like it. Get out of your rut. Get out there and start prospecting. You don't need to knock on doors. You don't need to make phone calls. You just need to do some drops, 2, 3, 4 a day. You don't need to talk to people. Getting active will get you out of your rut. All right, Jim McCord, you guys have a great day. There's my information. I look forward to hearing from anyone.